Hello and welcome to the Clarity Room from RWA Communication, where we explore leadership, communication, reputation, and trust, as well as how better communication can help us lead better. I am Bromoke W. Ahmad, an associate of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations. Today, let's talk about something leaders do every day, which is delegation. Imagine your boss walks into your office and says, "Romoke, please handle this project." You say, "Okay." But after your boss leaves, the questions begin. What exactly am I expected to deliver? When is it due? Can I make decisions myself? Who else is involved? What budget or resources do I have? And what does my boss actually consider a successful result? Now imagine you complete the assignment based on your own understanding and your boss says, "This isn't what I asked you to do." Whose failure is that? Sometimes we immediately blame the employee, but I think leaders also need to examine the quality of the delegation. Because assigning a task is not the same thing as communicating responsibility clearly. That is why I developed what I call the RWA clear delegation model. Clear represents 5 things. C is context. Explain why the assignment matters. People often make better decisions when they understand the bigger picture. L is limits. What are the boundaries? What can the person do and what should they avoid? E is expectation. Don't assume your definition of the good result is automatically understood. Explain what success should look like. A is authority. This one is particularly important. If you are giving someone responsibility, tell them what decisions they have the authority to make. Otherwise, you may create a situation where they are accountable for an outcome but powerless to make the decisions required to achieve it. And finally, R is review. Agree on when you will check the progress. Not because you want to micromanage, but because early feedback can prevent small misunderstandings from becoming major failures. Good delegation, therefore, isn't about giving long instructions. It is about providing sufficient clarity for someone else to act confidently. And here is the interesting part. The clearer your delegation becomes, the less micromanagement you will eventually need. So the next time you tell someone, "Please handle this," ask yourself one more question. Have I transferred only the responsibility, or have I also transferred the clarity, authority, and context they need to succeed? Because when responsibility is transferred without clarity, confusion is delegated too. I am Romoke, an associate of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, and this is the Clarity Room from RWA Communications. Remember, clarity, consistency, credibility, building brands, communicating ideas, earning trust. I will see you in the next Clarity Room.